Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. I'm finally getting around to getting you some Final Fantasy content here on the channel. I spent some time out of town doing some work-related recording projects. I've drafted a little bit off camera, but here's our first draft here together of Final Fantasy, and let's dive into our first pack one, pick one. We've got Summoner's Grimoire, 4 mana for job select, and then it kind of like can attack and put creatures from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. I haven't seen this be very good. It's too easy to interrupt. There's Ultima Origin of Oblivion, which could be kind of interesting. It's a 5 mana 4/4 flyer, generic, can go in really any deck. And you can also ramp yourself by targeting your own lands, which is kind of interesting. From the commons, there's a Thunder Magic here. There's a combat tutorial. I've really liked blue in this format so far as well. Ultima, I have played against one time, and it was pretty good against me. There's a pretty good chance that Thunder Magic is actually just the correct pick in this pack, but I don't know. We got a 5 mana rare here. I think we're going to go ahead and take it. What do we have with Excalibur? This is the one when you gain life put counters on it? No. This one's pretty much unplayable here. The Crystal's Chosen. Well, there's a ramp target for Ultima. I mean, this card is really good. There's Ilmeg Pixie, Thunder Magic as well, like I mentioned. Blue-Red is a deck that I think is very good in this format that I haven't had a chance to play too much. And Thunder Magic would go pretty well into it. There's also kind of like a 3-ish color Towns deck that I think this would go well in, like a Ramp Towns deck. This is pretty close here between Thunder Magic. I do like Blitzball. Is this legendary? Oh, it is legendary. Well, 3 mana Blitzball, ramp into Origin, hit them, sacrifice Blitzball. That is some spice. Can we do 5-color legends? Alright, I'm doing it. This might not be correct, but we've got Ultima into Blitzball. I mean, seems like a pretty good start to me. We got another legendary creature here at 5 mana. It's 5 mana 3/5. Whenever one or more other creatures you control die, draw a card. There's also another Thunder Magic. I mean, I guess you could have started 3 straight Thunder Magics here, which would have been pretty good. What else? Evil Reawaken, Summon Shiva, all fine enough cards. White Auracite as well. I think I'd love to kind of be Blitzball Legends if I can, right? I mean, both of these being 5-drops is pretty good in the fact that if we have one Blitzball and we can find another one or two, we can ramp right into the 5-drops. Now, is this the most responsible thing to be doing? I mean, no, but you don't get to see a ton of drafts here on the channel. I want to make things fun for you as well. So we're going to try something a little bit different here today. And we've got another 4 mana legend, 4 mana 4/3 lifelink. You may cast an artifact spells from your graveyard by paying 3 life in addition to their other costs with finality counters. What else is there? Counterspell, Prompto Argentum for more legends. I'm not seeing much fixing so far. Here's a Magic Pot. Don't think that card's very good. Yeah. Yeah, let's take Noctis and let's go all in on this. I mean, here's a pick 5 Blitzball. We're doing the whole thing. We're just doing it. We're doing it here today. We've got 2 Blitzballs and 3 legends. I'm not sure what else you could really want, because also Noctis lets you cast the legends from the graveyard, or cast the Blitzballs from the graveyard after you sacrifice them. And here's another Blitzball. There's also Black Waltz number 3, which I don't know how well that would fit into our deck, but it is a legend. Gotta make sure our curve isn't abysmal by the end of this draft too, so picking up a couple 2s wouldn't be the end of the world, but I mean, 3 Blitzballs, the world is my oyster at this point, right? No legends here. Nothing super enticing. I might just take the town. I don't think Rydia's Return is what we're looking for. Honestly, the Magic Pot might be playable in this deck as just a 3 mana 1/4. Things like, if we could be base like green or blue and play a bunch of the 2 mana 1/3s as a defensive starting creatures, those would be pretty good. But let's take the town here. I mean, how many Blitzballs is too many? Probably the answer to that is 4. but I don't really like anything else here. Once we get to pack 2, we can just start taking every rare that comes our way, basically. I think I'll take the fixing here as well. There's the Raise a Chocobo, Airship Crash. There's some decent stuff, but let's go ahead and take the town. And ooh, we got a spicy one here. We got to make sure we don't die to aggro or a bunch of 2s and stuff. I think the way we're going to try to go about doing that is with cards like Gubu Gardener as a 2-mana 1/3 that ramps. None of this really does what I want it to necessarily. I mean, maybe Resentful Revelation. This is also late game removal. I don't really like it though. Let's take the Revelation. I don't know if we'll play it. I was saying Gubu Gardener, maybe even Sahagins, which have their own little place in the format, but in this deck they would basically just be early defenders. Even the Poo Poo UFO, which is still just a hilarious name for a Magic card. It's a 2-mana 0/4 flyer that can block. It might also be a... Hey! There it is. I said we could potentially play that. Also, it helps us ramp. This might even be an 18 land deck, but this is probably going to make the cut in this deck. We've got 1, 2, 3 legends so far. And one of them has evasion, so yeah, I have no idea if this archetype is going to be particularly good for us, but boy am I excited to try it. And here's the Magic Pot. I mean, that could be playable in this deck if we end up a little light on defense. I don't think we'll want either of these cards. I'll throw the Lionheart into the sideboard for now. And the Plains. What do we find here now? We've got Gladiolus, who's a legend. And that is the only legend in the pack that I see. Oh wait, no, there's Diamond Weapon as well. I don't think we're going to be maximizing Diamond Weapons, so what else do we have options for? There's Ishgard. I don't think we're looking for Ishgard. Overkill, we could just take removal. That could help us survive. Card like Gladiolus might actually wheel, considering red-green is, on average, one of the worst archetypes in the format so far among the consensus. So I'm actually going to take the removal spell here. Faya Crescent, legendary creature, not the kind we're looking for. I mean, it does work fine enough with Blitzball, but it's much more of an aggressive card. So what if we could be like blue-black base? We could take Eject here. Kind of like an Esper Legends thing. There's Town Greeter as well. This is the kind of card that could go really well in our deck, considering we've got the Noctis to get things back. Maybe a black-green. Black-green is probably a pretty decent base for this kind of deck. Town Greeter as an early play potentially blocks cheap things and can get you life and lands. I think that's everything this deck is looking for. Let's actually take Town Greeter here. All right, go. What do you do? 3 mana 2/4, XX tap, copy target activated or trigger ability you control X times and choose new targets for the copy. It is the only legend in this pack here. And it's probably the pick. If we're blue-black, we could splash. We have so many ways to splash with Blitzball, and we're hopefully going to pick up a couple more towns as well. It's a defensive 3-drop, which is pretty nice. So I think I'll go ahead and take Go-Go Gadget Go-Go here. Fatal Push. Wow, yeah. No legends in the pack, but there is a Fatal Push. I think I just got to take that, right? Yeah, nice early interaction to help us get to our later stuff here. Yeah, Fatal Push, great card here. All right, a couple legends here. What can we make of these? Adalbert Steiner, +1/+1 for each equipment you control, 2/1 lifelink. Not the greatest, but Rufus Shinra, whenever it attacks, if you don't control a creature named Darkstar, make a 2/2 Darkstar. Here's the Goo Gardener, though. I did say I really want this, and this is what's really gonna help this deck come together. We do have 4 legends right now already. And I think we're going to end up close to about 7 by the end, and the Goo Gardener is going to be perfect to help us both ramp and be defensive here. Labman. Probably not. No legends in this pack. There is a Magic Pot. Summon Anima I don't think is going to fit super well in this deck. I'm not liking a lot of the options here. I think Magic Pot is better. No. Aramon's better than Magic Pot for us. It does have Death Touch. It can trade with anything here. And if we're going to be base black-green more than likely, Magic Pot seems fine. No legends in this pack. We've got Malboro, Airship Crash with cycling to destroy a couple of things. I don't think Shinra's great for us. It does mill and gain life, but we're not super heavy on the mill theme. Malboro seems okay for us, I think, here. So we'll take that. Pack 2 hasn't been the best for us, but I'm still excited to give this one a shot here. We don't have any red cards, so this town isn't doing much for us. I'd love to pick up maybe a town in this next pack, potentially. Well, I spoke too soon. That's not exactly the town I was looking for. There is a town greeter, though, and I think we'll take another one of these. Yep, early plays. Yeah, seems good. I guess Airship Crash. I don't think I'm playing any of this other stuff. Can't afford a colorless land in our 4 to 5 color deck, so we'll just take the Airship Crash with cycling here. Oh, there is a town here now. Still no red, but that's not to say we're not going to get any. There is Freya, like I mentioned, but we have no red so far. But having another town seems okay. And none of this really looks like it's going to make the cut for us. Side quest card collection, I'll just throw that into the sideboard. Namazu Trader, sure, whatever. Rescue mission, probably not. And an island. All right. What do we get in pack 3? The legend looks to be Lightning Army of 1. 3 mana, 3/2 first strike, trample, and lifelink whenever it deals combat damage to a player. Until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to a player or permanent that player controls, it deals double instead. It's also Gaius Van Baelsar. It's a 4 mana 3/2, enters, they have to sack a creature token, a non-creature token, or an enchantment. Well, that actually might be... It doesn't work super well with Blitzball, considering it's not going to be able to get in as easily as this one, but it does help on our mana, so we don't have to branch into red if we don't want to. And it is still a legend. I don't think Lightning wheels here. I don't know what could wheel that I would want to take, so I'm going to take the Gaius here. All right, we got both blue-green legends. So let's read these. Ignis Ciencia, 3 mana 2/2, look at the top 6, put a land, battlefield tapped, rest on the bottom, and then 3 and tap, exile a card from a graveyard. If it was a creature, create a food, or 7 mana 8/8 when it enters, tap to 1 target non-land permanent, put X stun counters, and gain X life, or it's the number of non-basics you control. I think Omega is probably better for us. There's a chance Ignis even wheels here. Probably not, but yeah, let's take Omega. We have 4 Blitzballs. Here's Zach Fair, Titus Blitzball Star. Ooh, here's the Goo Gardener, though. I think we need to take the Goo Gardener. So Titus gets counters when artifacts enter, of which we have 7. I think the Goo Gardener is what we're looking for more, though. Ooh, Finn the Fangbear. Don't mind if I do. There's also Black Waltz number 3 that probably won't wheel. Darkness Crystal, not great. Yeah, let's take Finn the Fangbear here. 2 mana 1/3 Death Touch. Legendary creatures. And they're not going to want to block it. So it's going to work pretty well with our Blitzball plan. Yeah, and we're base black-green. We can splash a little bit of blue and a little bit of white here as well. So we'll take Finn. Stiltskin. Yeah, that's a legend, but it doesn't do exactly what we want to do necessarily. There is another Gubu Gardener, but I think we got to take one of these towns. I think I'm going to have it be the black green town, considering that's most of our cards here. I would love to get another Gardener and a Crossroads Village, but I'll take the black green town. Ambrosia Whiteheart. I don't think I need a 5th Blitzball. Yeah, we'll take Ambrosia Whiteheart. That's a fine little splash, I think. It's another legend. It's Weapons Vendor, Ice Magic. There's some decent cards here. I don't think we need the 5th Blitzball, though. All right, another legend. What do we got? 2 mana, 2/2. Ward, pay basically 2 life. When it attacks, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to attacking creature. We're not really that deck. I still don't have any red, so this town doesn't really help me. I guess I could take a commune with beavers. Yeah, I think I'm going to go all but red here, he says, as there's an 8th pit Gladiolus. Alright, I guess we're playing 5 color. Let's do it. Yeah, this is pick 9, what I mentioned. I don't think there's anything here that I really hoped to wheel. So I'll just put Monk's Fist into the sideboard. This is like the format's about to rotate. Let's draft something silly kind of deck here, but it's the first draft you get to see me do, not including early access. So yeah, this will be fun. This will certainly be fun. I mean, I kind of like everything we have. We probably don't need the airship crash. I think I'm going to keep all the Blitzballs considering we have all this going on over here. Magic Pot's probably good enough. This might not really fit in. Can we fit in a Crystal's Chosen? I'm not sure I want to play any of this necessarily. I think I'm just going to put the Crystal's Chosen in the sideboard. Commune with Beavers seems fine for our deck. I think Revelation is going to be fine. Okay, I'll take the town here over Iron Giant and the Affinity for Towns cards. Marlborough might, considering we have a 6-drop, 2 5s, and an 8, might not need Marlborough. And this is 23 right here. Got 15 creatures. Okay, we're doing something. Full-on 5-color legends, eh? Another commune with beavers. Maybe world map? Probably don't want a world map, do I? Don't need either of these. And a land. Wow. What a draft. But, you know, there was an easy triple Thunder Magic start to this draft, but I think ours was more fun. And this is 40 cards. Yes, I have the Gladiolus. I don't think I need to run a single red. What matters about these 5 towns? I guess we've got the Town Greeters to gain life. The UFO could potentially get bigger. And that's kind of most of what I'm... Oh, and Omega can also gain a little bit more life. I mean, yeah, that seems okay. Got 4, 5, 6 green sources, and you have to add 4 to all of these numbers because of the 4 Blitzballs here. I don't think we need... Well, I see why they gave us 4 white sources. So let's see, 35% green, including double Gardener, double Town Greeter. I think we need 1 more of these, and probably 1 less blue. We only have 3 blue sources, but we don't need to cast any of these cards until we have the Blitzball down, pretty much. We've got 4 white sources for Ambrosia, Grahati, Tia, and the Noctis, sure, plus the Blitzballs. Two black, 5 black. Okay. And 3 red is fine. Okay. Yeah. This is what I got. And this is it's gonna be an interesting one. I have no idea if this is a good archetype in the format, but it's kind of sweet that things like this are possible. So, without any further ado, see you in game number 1. Okay, and here we are, and this is a wild starting hand. I think we've only got 3 planes in the deck, and they gave all 3 of them to us. Is this hand keepable? I mean, we can play Blitzball on 3, and then we've got removal and more card draw, so... And we're on the play, so we're not going to get beat down as much. It feels really bad doing this, but... I guess I'll keep it. Okay, double black. Yeah, alright. Well, maybe the mana's not as good as I thought. I can hold up Overkill here, kill something, next turn play Blitzball and Revelation, which is probably pretty good. Conversely, I could just play Blitzball now and then next turn play Gaius, but that's playing quite a bit off curve. So let's just hold up Overkill here. Hopefully not have to kill the rat, but if they don't play another creature, I'll just kill the rat. Alright, I guess I'll kill that thing. Doesn't feel great, but... Okay. Sure, I guess we're just drawing them all here, aren't we? So let's see what we can find with the Revelation. So if we take a land next turn, we can go land... Blitzball and Gaius. If we don't take the land, we can go Blitzball into Go-Go. And then copying Gaius's ability is pretty good. Okay, let's take Go-Go, and then if we hit a land, then we can still make that play if we wanted to, playing Gaius, but... Let's see here. No. That's rude. That's very rude. Because now I can't do any of that. Okay, I'll just draw the 4th one. How about that? Incredibly rude to get rid of my Blitzball. Bruh. What is this format? Give me a land, please. Let's just keep passing it. Do the same thing. I swear to God, if you have a 3rd suplex. Okay, yeah. Keep missing lands here, so let's do Blitzball into Go-Go, I guess. Okay, they've got a Thunder Magic, so we'll have to keep that in mind here. Which means Gaius would die to a Thunder Magic if we can't kind of... Well, they could also just, yeah, they use the Thunder Magic and then, yeah, okay. Alright, they're going for it. At least Gaius can make them sack the rat here. Is that what I want to be doing? Yeah, I think so. They get a treasure, but I think I'd like to be doing that. Make sure they don't put me any lower than the 8 I'm already at. Oh, it's each player. Well, you've been screaming at me the entire... They have another... Okay, they've got another Thunder Magic. You've been screaming at me the entire video that I didn't read that was each player. Yeah, if it was just them, that would be too busted, but... Okay, here comes dead creature. Next turn, wizards get +1/+0. Let's see, we've got 6 mana. Alright, let's just go get some lands, or a land, I suppose. What do we want? Probably a blue town, I think. So, Baron? Sure. Okay, let's see if this can survive. It cannot. They just suplexed all of our Blitzballs here, which was just so rude of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I can't double spell here, so I mean, I guess I could play the Lifelinker and hope it survives and I can actually attack with it. But if they've got, I mean, I guess if they've got Thunder Magic here, let me see if they've got priority. Okay, they do have priority, so they do have a Thunder Magic, which means this would die to 4 mana next turn. And then this thing would hit me for 1 plus an additional 1 from summon, so I go to 2. This plays around Thunder Magic here. So I think I'm going to do this because it plays around Thunder Magic, which I'm fairly certain they do have. I feel like we would have ran away with this game if they hadn't suplexed both of our first 2 Blitzballs. Or did they do 3? Why are... no, 2 of them. Yeah. I mean, we had it going. Oh, they're gonna kill it in sacrifice. That's cute. I guess they could have done that in response to the trigger, but I guess I'll take it. And they still have a Thunder Magic here, so I'm effectively at 2 right now. They equip, next turn they kill whatever I play, and then... ooh, that's quite a good draw. Okay, so I expect them to Thunder Magic whatever I play here. And I'd rather it be Ultima. So let me do this. And then play Ultima here. Now I've kind of stabilized at 3 for a moment. But they do have removal in hand. So... not exactly. There goes the Ultima. Oh, and they saved their Thunder Magic. That's not good news for me. Okay, well, we got 2 creatures, so play Noctis, play Finn. And then we get to draw 2 cards off of one of these Blitzballs here. Probably once the Noctis dies to Thunder Magic. We're trying to stabilize as much as we can. I swear to God, if you suplex another Blitzball, I'm gonna suplex you. Okay. Sure. So I go to 7. I could attack with both and guarantee that I draw 2 cards. In case they were to chump with Heck Dies here. They can... what they can do in return is equip this here, Thunder Magic, my UFO. It's still not lethal, though. And they don't have enough mana to do that. So... I think I'm just going to attack here just to be a little bit safe. Okay, we did get to do it. So let's draw 2. And I guess do it again, right? Draw 4? How about draw 4 lands? Interested? Alright, draw 4 lands off of 2 Blitzballs. Why not? I mean, they have to kill this with that Thunder Magic in hand, right? which costs them 4 mana, which means they can't equip the Red Mage's Rapier either. Oh, yeah, sure. That's dead. There's another one. Is it more worth playing a Magic Pot or using all the mana to draw a card? I can play the Magic Pot and threaten this to be a 2/4. Yeah, I think I am at 7. I don't have life gain anymore. Let's just go ahead and... Doesn't have vigilance, does it? No. Okay. So we got a 4/3, which is really annoying. Probably have to trade for Finn with the summon here. We're hanging in here. I didn't expect this. Alright, well that's stupid. That's a stupid card. I guess I chump with... Finn, because this thing's just going to keep on giving double strike here, so... Yeah, let's just chump. And I need... high toughness creatures. Alright, we found basically all of our lands. Oh, I just realized we have 8 cards left in deck. Sure. Okay, and we put 2 lands on the bottom, so I think we might 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 2 more lands in our next 5 cards still? Alright. Oh, I guess I could have activated that last turn. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to be chumping for a few days anyway. Yeah, this card is pretty insane. Can't let them... Yeah, they just have... This is an all-removal deck here, which I think is a pretty bad matchup for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... They've cast 8 removal spells. Okay, past blockers, chump with this stupid thing. Do they have a way to give it trample? I guess this will at least tap that down, but it's still... I mean, next turn, if they just, like, equip this over here, Thunder Magic, my Magic Pot, it becomes a 5/1 double strike. Or a 5/3 double strike is what I expect to happen, because I do still think they have Thunder Magic in hand, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting to happen here. Oh god, mill 2 cards. Well, I know 2 of these are non-lands and 2 of them are lands. I don't know if I can afford to cast that. Yeah, so if I what I'm expecting to happen is Thunder Magic will kill the Magic Pot. It doesn't deal... Can it deal 8 damage? I don't know the tier that deals 8 damage well enough. It's been far too long since I've read that one. Let's see. Oh god, it does deal 8 damage. Okay, so I'd be chumping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It costs 7. It costs... Yeah, it costs 7 mana. So they're going to kill Omega. And then I get to chump with something here. I don't know how I win. So I got to chump with the Magic Pot. Okay, fine. I'll cast this. Watch, I mill both of my non-lands, and then they Thunder Magic Omega, and then I have to concede. There's... Oh, it mills 4 cards? Yeah, so if they Thunder Magic the Omega, I don't have a way to win here. And there it is. Yeah, what a bad matchup. I feel like we actually had some things going for us there, and they just said no. Okay, we get to go first, and we have a Gubu Gardener on 2, Blitzball on 3, Whiteheart to hopefully protect some things. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do the things. So next turn we play Blitzball, we can also hold up Ambrosia Whiteheart if they don't deal with Gardener here. Now, if they deal with Gardener, it's going to be really annoying. Alright, let's play Blitzball. Don't counter it. Okay. I have 4 of these. I'm trying to build an entire deck around them, and my opponents are suplexing them and countering them into oblivion, and it's very annoying. Sure. Interestingly, I can't... Okay, yeah, I can. So I can do this, this... I can go green, blue, white, black, and cast Noctis here? Okay. Let's hope they don't have interaction this turn, because if they don't, I've got the Ambrosia to protect the Noctis a little bit. Alright, they've got the interaction this turn. Excuse me. Okay, a complete whiff on Town Greeter. That's great. Gotta love it. And go ahead. Oh, man. These decks are sweet when they do cool things, and then just annoying things happen. Where it's like, you look like a fool for doing what you're doing, whereas I feel like this deck has some legs to it. It's just, you know, complete whiff on Town Greeter. They had the interaction that turn, so on and so forth. Okay, 5/4 flyer. That'll be a nice clock that I'm not sure how to deal with. I think I only have 1 removal spell in the whole deck. This might be a quick one, folks. Now they have a 5/5 and a 5/4. And I don't know how I'm getting in. I think I've got 16 creatures in this deck or something, right? I don't even know if I want to be casting this again. It doesn't do much for me right now. Yeah, I don't think I have a way to win through that. Especially if I mill my overkill here. They're all the lands, I guess. Oh yeah, they just have flyers. Alright, well, we die. Great game. Let's see if we can function with this deck in a third and potentially final game here. Okay, we're up first. We got a lot of colors and some things to do, so maybe it'll be enough this time. Yeah, let's lead on Commune here. And I guess I'll take the Gardener. And then get myself white mana as well. Next turn I play Baron and Gardener, and then following turn I could play Ultima. Could also turn off their only island source if I'm able to attack with Ultima here. Alright, let's see if we can actually do something. Have one of our sweet cards actually hit, or resolve, or not get white aura sighted, or whatever. The answer is no. I guess I'll just get the town here, why not? Okay, can I go one turn without having a removal spell cast on me while I have Ambrosia Whiteheart in my hand? The answer to that is also no. Do I have to just wait a turn here to cast this stupid Omega? Because all that's happening is everything is just dying every turn I play it. So let's do this. And hold up things. Interesting. I still don't want to cast Omega until I have 9 mana, of which I currently have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yeah, I'm just going to hold up Fatal Push and Ambrosia, I guess. Alright, down goes the creature. I don't even want to cast Omega on an empty board, so I'm probably just attacking, right? So let's cast Blitzball, activate UFO for 3, and then I still have 3 mana left, so let's do this here. Still have 2 mana left for Ambrosia as well, so I could just attack with both. They have a flash creature or something? I don't think there's too many in this set. Alright, in the turn, a flash artifact, not creature. That's a flash creature, I suppose, right? I can get back the instant ramen. Yeah. Doing some things. So I think next turn we play Omega, we tap down Ambrosia, gain 4 life, and then hold up our own Ambrosia to protect Omega. Okay, so they can transform this to prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures and then tap all of my creatures? Interesting, okay. Is that going to kill me? Now, if they have a counterspell, this is going to be really bad. It did automatically leave up blue-blue. I bet they have literal counterspell in their hand here. As a result, does that mean I should play the 3/5 with reach here? Because what can they do? They can flip this to prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to creatures you control, and then in 2 turns tap all my creatures and win the game. I bet they have counterspell here. So they're getting priority. It could just be instant ramen, but the reason it tapped like that, it auto-tapped, because I think they've got counterspell. So I'm going to try to play around it. And by play around it, I mean bait out this. And there is the literal counterspell. I'm very good at predicting things like that. Is it going to help me? Probably not, but we're doing what we can. Yeah. And then they put it over there as well. So I block with UFO and bounce it with Ambrosia back to my hand here. And hopefully no more counterspells. Because this needs to resolve. And let's attack, because this Crystal Fragments has a clock on us that is going to be really annoying. So I want to try to get ahead of that. And now do I want to draw cards or be able to cast another creature? I think I'm going to cast my Flyer. Because next turn I have an 8/8. they can get rid of Omega, this is not looking great. Oh wait, whenever this attacks, tap target creature. Yeah. I can tap Omega. Can I erase that though? Okay, go to 5. Guess I can attack with an 8/8 and a 4/4, but then they attack here. They tap down Finn. I block. Or like let's say I chump and then I chump twice. I go to 3. But in order for them to do that, they would have to take 12 right now, so that wouldn't be great for them. Although they are technically at 22, they would go to 10. That math does work out in my favor. Could also use the Blitzball if they let Omega through to draw a card. Now if they draw removal or something, then that's obviously not great. Okay, they will chump. I guess that makes sense. I don't get to draw the extra cards. They're going to tap down Finn here. And then I have to chump Titus. And likely the 3/3. Gonna have to hope that Blitzball can draw me something next turn, I think. Already used the Fatal Push, I think. Yeah, so Overkill is like the only other interactive spell I have, I think. A flyer, yeah. And a 5/5. And an enormous Titus. Not sure how I win this one. I mean, I have to hold back this for that. I have to hold back both of these for the Titus so that I can do something. And then I don't know. I need to draw something here, I think. That is something, but it doesn't do anything. I mean, let's say I attack with Omega, they just take it. But the only thing is the Blitzballs are just going to have to draw me something good. But if they don't take it, they chump, then they attack back, they block, or they tap this down, I chump here, I chump there, and then I take 4... No, they move this to here. They tap down, let's say they just take it. They would tap down Finn, they'd move this to here. If I attack with Omega, I would have to chump, everything is at 5. So I can't do that. I'd have to hope that if they don't block Omega, then the Blitzball draws me something relevant. And if I just sit back, they tap it down and I'm chumping almost everything. That seems like a worse plan. So let's get in here. They could just double block, which is also really bad for me. Are they going to chump with the cargo ship? Yeah, tap down Finn, block, block, be dead if they do this right. So I am technically dead on board, assuming they move their equipment over to the 4/4, which I'm assuming they will see. Alright, I guess they left us alive, so that's something. Alright, go to 1, and what else do we have now? I don't know what that is, but it's a rare. Draw 5 cards. Okay. So we're just mega dead. Okay, so what this taught me is that Blitzball, not quite worth going after here. To say the least. Yeah, I get it. And I don't think there's anything I could have here. Because all they have to do is chump either one of these, and I don't get to draw any cards. Block, block, don't draw, and die. Well, it's hard to say that decks are sweet if they go 0-3, but one thing I like to do here is I like to post everything, regardless of how the deck does, just so you can also see if you see early Blitzballs and Legends, if you should do it. Hopefully this video taught you that you probably shouldn't. I mean, I feel like we got a little unlucky with a couple of our matchups. Something this deck really lacked is interaction. We had a Fatal Push and an Overkill. I mean, that was it. We had the Gaius as well. We never got to do anything with Ultima. Never got to do anything with Omega. Yeah, it was just a little bit rough. But I'm glad I tried it. Hope you at least had fun watching here today. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time here at Daily Draft.